Hey everyone, welcome back. Dev Spider here. So today we're going to head out to the other city, do some looting there, see if we can't get lucky. Maybe we'll find some weapons and stuff we can demo to get some aluminum ingots so we can build a better motorcycle. Like you saw in the last episode, we just built the basic one so we can get across the map faster and easier and maybe bring back a little bit extra loot. The problem is we need an engine. We're going to need a special book for that, which is located over there. We also need to find engine oil. And we need to find another aluminum ingot or go mine aluminum. Besides that, we have all the other parts that we need for it. We haven't done any research in a minute, so let's go ahead and look at this and make sure we check on our books. So that also is going to be at the eastern grassland at the fire station. I don't know why I keep escaping out of that. Master worker is going to be in the western grassland. Let's keep looking here. So I know we're going to need the engine, like I said, to get to that next level of motorcycle. So we're going to have to go get that book, which is in the parking garage. Hopefully it hasn't moved too much and it's not too heavily guarded. We do need these electronics at some point. We're going to research those. I don't know how many of these we're going to actually make. Like I said, we might just go and buy them because it might be cheaper. Doctor of Engineering, there's a power drill movement speed 5%, easy to operate and powerful portable power drill. I'm assuming that just lets us demo faster. I'm not really sure. But that requires a book that's also in the Western Grasslands, so it'll be a while before we get to that point anyways. Can't do Botanist yet. Can we do Blacksmith at the next level yet? We cannot. That's located in the Eastern Grassland too. So it looks like we're going to do a lot of movement to get to some of this stuff. Now I wouldn't mind getting into the trap modification things because our traps aren't doing quite enough anymore. Let's go ahead and research these if we can. Yep, so we can do Chemist. That's going to unlock the blades that add damage to our trap, so we want to do that. And then we'll want to get into Senior Chemist and all this later on. From there, I'm not sure how much more we have that we can do. A lot of this stuff's taking books that we don't have yet. Right, so the range weapon damage plus 5 would be bad, but we do mostly melee fighting though. Let's do attack speed. Senior Warrior is going to give us melee weapon damage plus 7. Let's do that since we're going to be doing a lot of inside gathering here. Let's scroll on down. Martial Artist, that would give us crash damage. I don't care about that. Doctor, no, we're good. Veteran Guard needs a book. I don't care about Riot Police. That's going to be like using shields and parrying, which I don't really do. I just kind of kill everything. Range weapon damage plus 5%. We could do that combined with the other one. That would actually help a lot. Check utility really quick. Can we do anything for stamina? Attack stamina usage? Yeah, we'll do that. Master Fighter is going to require a book. Senior Diver, we don't have enough points for that. So we're pretty much maxed out now. Let's go ahead and put everything back. What does this require? Like, this requires something I've never seen before. Use it to research neural network. Buy at a kiosk. Okay, so we have to buy this at a kiosk. One that's going to be like in the last area at the research lab. Chance to smash plus 5%. 5% of damage leeches hit points. 5% chance of invincibility for 3 seconds when taking damage. Yeah, these are really good stats. I need to find the kiosk where these are sold at. Chemical gas resistance plus 50%. Explosion resistance plus 50%. Snowboarder is cold resist plus 50. That would be really nice. Fire resist plus 50%. Electrician. Yep. Yeah, so these are all really awesome things to have. I'd love to have all of these. So let's just save the rest of our points and books for now. I also wanted to go over this. So I was over by the school gathering. In the last episode, but I didn't record this because, like I said, I was just gathering. And I found this thing. It's called a whole canteen. So again, these unique items didn't exist the last time I played. This thing's got 5 sockets in it. It increases your damage plus 2.6%, movement speed minus 4, endurance plus 15, memory plus 15, fire reinforcement plus 50. But here's the big one: hit point regeneration per second plus 5, and damage leeches hit point plus 1%. So this thing right here is a beast. So if y'all can find one of these, make sure you equip it to your belt right here. It can it can totally load your stats up. So if we wanted to, we could actually play around with our coils now and probably get some of these things up to level 2. But anyways, guys, like I said, we're gonna take the basic little dirt bike. I need to actually build a ramp. Usually I kept the gate down there and just built a ramp here to get it to the top. I guess we could just try to ride it around. I've done that before, so we'll try that, I guess, and see if that'll work this time because it is pretty small. But we're gonna head out to the other zone that I talked about last time. That's up past the checkpoint, and go ahead and try to loot the parking garage and a couple other things. Make sure you bring food with you. Bring your items with you that you can use for that, because that area can be a little bit rough. You're going to run into some stronger enemies there, to include ones that will poison you. So like I said, make sure you have food, make sure you're prepared. Any ranged weapons, if you can afford to use ammo and stuff, would not be a bad idea. So I'm going to head that way, and I'll see you guys in just a minute. Alright guys, here we are at the parking deck. It's full of zombies. I already killed most of them because I alerted them while I was out here looting.
Do you feel yourself growing stronger? That's right. Growth enhances our survivability. Among these, the strong attacking power to quickly subdue zombies is really crucial. When you encounter zombies, try to finish them off with a powerful blow. The zombies won't be able to lay a finger on you.
Alright guys, so like I said, we're at the parking deck. We'll find the book in here. If it's in the same spot, it's going to be this room right here. Let's go ahead and loot this graduation zombie though. So we got a thesis and some wands. Let's check out this vending machine, see what they have here. So we got some advanced car parts like the air cleaner, brake fluid, fuel additive, the cylinder, and the springs. So yeah, another good place to buy car parts. Oh man, these guys keep coming out of the woodworks here. Well, first things first, you're gonna make sure you loot a bunch of cars to get your fuel up. We did burn a lot of fuel coming over here. The other thing to make a note of too is the zombies don't work the same way with the vehicles anymore. They don't attack the vehicle and chase it like they used to. At least not this motorcycle anyways, even though it backfires non-stop. Alright, so let's go in this room and see if the book's still in here. And then I'm gonna probably loot this place for all the cars and all that it's worth. Okay, so right here on this desk, looks like there's the book. Gonna take it. And that's internal combustion engine, so now we should be able to build a better motor for the next motorcycle. So that's all the loot in this room. So like I said, I'll probably loot a bunch of the cars here, or right around town, looting cars and getting power poles and stuff done. There is another book, I guess we can go look at that really quick too. And then the journal originally wanted us to go to that building right here in front of the parking deck. We're going to wait until after, we'll probably farm. I mean, I guess we can try to go in there in just a second, so we'll see if we can't get in there. We're going to go hit up the swimming hole first though. Then we got to give you all the coordinates here in case anybody needs that for the parking deck book. So we're currently sitting at 48.57, 168.55. So our base is way down here. We're up here now. The checkpoint is right here. So if anybody's looking for the internal combustions book, I hope that helps you out. And from there, let's go down here to the swimming hole. Now there's a church over here on my left, and you can buy books there. Let me stop here and grab some of these vending machines. I'm kind of low on power bars. So you want to make a note here, the zombies are a lot stronger and somewhat faster. So you'll notice that they look a little bit different than the other ones. Like she just ran really, really fast. You have the ones with the flame tanks on their back. Looks like they should have flamethrowers. They'll explode. So if you see the sparks flying out of their back, make sure you get away from them. And then you also have zombies here that will shoot at you and throw grenades. So watch out for those guys. Okay, so the pool swimming center is right here. It's this demolition looking building. Let's kill whatever's following us and then we'll go inside and take a look around. So as you see, we're in the pool area here. Gonna kill some guys. So I'll full loot this building. I'm not going to record me looting everything. I do advise that you loot everything you go to, especially with these lockers, so you can get some ammo, get ready for day 10. So if I remember right, the book is in here. Yep, so it's right here on this table. So the door we came in is right over there. And we'll grab this one. And that's recycle method. So that's to research demolitionists so we can demo stuff faster, so we can gather faster. And again, like I said, I'm going to loot this whole building, so I'm going to clean it out. There's not like a whole lot here. There are some heaters and stuff up here on the upper seats, so you can get some electrical parts. But one thing to note here too, guys, I found this while I was looting. So there's a locker right here. So if you press F to open it, it says proceed with quest, open the lock cabinet. So I don't have that yet, so we can't do anything with it, but if anybody's looking for it, it's here in the swim house. So from here, we're going to head back over to that other building that's part of the journal. So if I hit J to go to the journal, not sure where to who gives us that quest. Is it Veronica? Yep, so you can see the picture of that building next to the parking deck that I was talking about. So that's the theater located in the city. Looking at its unique exterior, it seems that many tourists may have gathered here before the world fell apart. However, now it stands alone in a post-apocalyptic world. Somewhere in the theater there exists a secret laboratory that Lieutenant Colonel Victor moved to. Can I find any clues here? So I don't know if there's gonna be a boss in there or not, so we'll have to be careful, but we can at least go take a look. But we're not ready for another boss fight. I want to upgrade and get some better weapons and gear first. So we've got the loot in this area because it should have higher level gear. Also, you see that bird flying there? Make sure you're killing birds. You'll need that later on to upgrade your weapons and equipment. And so here's the theater. We just need to find a way in. Here's a parking lot. Let's just make a circle real quick. I'm assuming this is the door. Let's go get straightened out. Ooh, wow, there are a lot of people in there. Now, yeah, so be careful. I have the canteen, so I'm regenerating hit points, so it's not that big of a deal when I take hits like that. But if you don't have that, make sure you're really careful and have food ready.
This theater doesn't seem like an appropriate place for Lieutenant Colonel Victor to have clandestine meetings. There's undoubtedly a hidden area within the theater. By searching there, we should be able to find the crucial information we're looking for.
Alright, so she just said we need to find a hidden lab. So we have to explore this whole building. So I'm going to take a look around and I'll let you guys know once I find it. Alright guys, so we're back at the front of the theater where we entered. Remember there's a ton of zombies in here. When we opened that door, they all came charging out. I went ahead and cleared the top floor. There's some pretty decent loot up there. We found a lot of books here so far. So we are at like 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 books already. So make sure you go upstairs. There's a couple of bookshelves and things to loot there. And then right here, coming straight from the front door, is like a morgue, I guess, which is weird for a theater to have. And the only thing I see to take is on that back table on that shelf. Nothing else in here was lootable. So let's go ahead and pick this up and see what happens.
Lieutenant Colonel Victor came here for an organ, it appears. Unfortunately, it seems that the mutant substance hasn't reached its intended destination. Based on the receipt you just picked up, it suggests that Victor frequented a swimming pool. We should head to the pool to uncover more clues.
Alright, so they want us to go back to the pool, so I'm assuming we're going to go to that locker. Let's go check that out really fast. Okay, so we need to open the lock cabinet. There's now a elite in here, so let's go take care of him really fast. I am using the experience burgers too, in case anybody's wondering how I'm leveling so fast. I'm making sure to pop those, because they're only 5-1 each, so they're pretty cheap. So again, for anybody who's wondering, once you come inside the pool, the locker is right here behind this trampoline. Let's make sure I have inventory space because I've been looting a lot. And I was full, but I stored some of the coils that we found on the motorcycle.
The only item that might serve as a clue here is the schedule. Judging by the densely written notes, Lieutenant Colonel Victor seems to be an exceptionally busy man. Seems like even in mischief, one needs to be diligent. Good to know. It says here the mutant substance is Delta Mine. We don't have time to dawdle. Let's head straight to the mine. We need to find the buyer and pinpoint the whereabouts of the mutant substance.
Alright, so now it wants us to head to the aluminum mine. If I'm not mistaken, it's located, I want to say over there. It's been a while since I've been to it, but I want to say if you're looking at it from the pool, it should be over here somewhere. But we'll go there in a minute. I've got to go back to base and drop everything off. We also need traps and stuff to be built. And like I said, I need to do a little bit more looting here just to max out. We do have tons of copper coin, or the wands, and tons of copper and everything else that we need to set up the traps. And then we go, but we want a lot of space when we go to the mine, just because it's going to allow us to build the next level of bike, which should allow us to carry more, travel faster. So I'll see you guys later once I get back to base, probably. Unless we just go to the base and then come straight back and try to find the mine. I did want to look. I can't remember if the bank is over here though, real quick. I wanted to say it was back here in one of these corners. As you see, these cities are a lot larger than the other one that we're used to. I know there's a hospital here. We might get a book update. So if you get near certain buildings, the AI comes on and tells you and notifies you that there's a book nearby. At the same time, while you're driving around, make sure you're keeping an eye out and looking for graduation zombies. Now the bank might be in one of the other cities, so it might not be in this one. Now there is a really cool church up here too though. Let's see, is that the mine back there? What is that? No, that's just another building. Oh yeah, there's like a really big church up here. It didn't used to have anything in it that was worth looting. Get some wolves out here hanging out. I'm pretty sure the motel for one of the other books is located here in this town. And the fire department. Yes, I think this motel should have a book in it. Yep. So the next blacksmith book is in there. So here's the mine right here. Like I said, we're not ready to loot it just yet. We could try to get the book if it's still in the same spot, but I think he's moved it based on what the fact there's a storyline now. Used to it was right in the doorway. I guess while we're sitting here we could take a look. Hopefully there's nothing too dangerous floating around.
There's a strong scent of toxic gas around this mine. They've clearly chosen a secluded place where people can't easily access. Lieutenant Colonel Victor and the mysterious buyer must have traded the mutant substance here. However, due to the toxic gas, the mine's interior is treacherous. Ensure you wear a gas mask before entering.
So everybody needs the mine location really quick. Let me zoom over. So we're right here. The coordinates are 45.57, 171.89. Let me zoom out so you can see where we're at. So that's a large city we just came from. There's that mega church that's right off the road once you pass the motel. And it's a book that looks like this was the book right here. So let's see if that's it. 24 volumes on military strategy. I don't think that's the one that they were talking about. It's definitely not what we need for the... that is for researching blacksmith. But yeah, that's not the one they're talking about. And then these should be aluminum rocks right here. I don't know if we can go in here though. I think we need a gas mask because it's poisonous. We're gonna get these miners. They're pretty strong. These guys can take a ton of damage even from us at our current stat level. But while we're right here, let's go ahead and see if we can't grab one of these rocks. So that just gave us some aluminum ore, so that's nice. Should be enough to get our... Sorry, I keep hearing that wolf. It's scaring me. So that should be enough to help us build that next motorcycle. Let's grab a little bit more because we might need it, as long as we don't get hit by the poison. I'm pretty sure once we go down just a step or two, it'll set off, so we're not gonna worry about that right now. We'll craft us a gas mask. We try to. So I'm gonna head back to base, guys, and we're looking to build the next bike, getting a gas mask, and getting back over here to do some more mining and explore the mine all the way out. Hopefully it's been made better than it was, because used to it had a lot of issues. The rocks right there, for instance, used to explode and send you flying. They didn't this time. See if I can drop something for this wolf hide. So I'm gonna head back, guys, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, guys, so I took a look at our resources. Looks like we have enough to build a better motorcycle, except for 2 parts that we're missing. We need to get some of this engine oil. I'm just gonna go ahead and buy it instead of trying to find it. So it's 75 wands each. I feel like that's a good enough price. We went and grabbed some from the base, so let's go and buy that. Now we should be able to build the bike. Well, guys, we were looting a building so I could get some research data together so we could actually learn this stuff. Then we had a drone come in, so we got another drop here, so let's go and check that out. Alright, so this one's pretty basic. It's giving us 32 wands. We'll take all this for now. We'll just scrap it when we get back so we have some more materials. Graduation zombie showed up when this fell, so we went ahead and killed him with a pistol. So we'll grab that. Maybe we'll get some good books from it. We got a graduation thesis, 1 wand, 7 5 wands, and the book Poetics. So from here, I'm going to head back, probably do some mining on the way, maybe cut down some trees. We're really going to get the house built up some more so we can make a storage room. I'm really dying with storage right now. It's kind of hard to keep everything organized with all the stuff we're getting. And then, like I said, we'll probably end this episode building the motorcycle and getting the base and traps upgraded some more. All right, we're back at base. We're still hurting on inventory space really bad, plus our crates are pretty much full. So let's go and do our research. And then from there, we can move into building up some more traps. And then, well, first we'll build the motorcycle and try to build the gas mask, and then we'll move into building some traps. So here we're going to need to get the engine. Let's go and click on that. It's going to cost us 100 research, and we need the internal combustion engine. So hit research on that. From there, I don't remember what the next research was that we needed, so maybe we'll hold off. We can see if we have enough graduation thesis to get something else done there, so we do. So damage plus 5%. Range damage on this one costs our last book. That'll give us ranged weapon damage plus 5%. Come up here and grab this one too, since we have that book. So aim, ranged aim speed plus 10%. Reload speed plus 10, that'd be nice. We can also get melee weapon attack speed plus 2, and that should be all the points that we currently have. So to build what we need for the engine, we need to upgrade this. So we're going to need 1 motor, electronic devices, fuses, iron plates, rebar, nails. See here, to build the motor, we're going to need to have copper, iron ingot, plastic, rubber. And if we click on the engine, it's going to take the same plus 1 aluminum ingot. We should have the materials on us. Let's go and make some stuff. So we need to come over here to this bench and make some aluminum ingots. So we're just going to make the maximum amount of that, which will be 4. Come back to the electrical bench, see if we can upgrade it yet. We can't. We need a motor for it as well. Let's go and make 2 of these. I kind of want to move this first, but I don't know where I'm going to put everything, so we'll just upgrade it for now. Now we should be able to make the actual engine itself. Let's hit craft on that. From there, we should be able to put the bike together. So we're going to just set it over here on the ramp for now. But we need 2 gears. And again, this is the best vehicle in the game, in my opinion. It's faster than the other one and more storage space. And it looks a lot better. Alright, so there's the new bike. If we look on it for storage, you can see it's got 3 slots instead of just 1, or 3 rows rather. From there, I went ahead and upgraded all this to cement and brick. So now we can actually move stuff and build more storages. I think what we're going to do first, though, maybe we can do this during the wave, is go ahead and put down some more traps just to make sure they can't get to us, since they've been getting a little bit close lately. I definitely want a couple more shredders, so let me take a look here and see what all we want to build. Alright, so we made about 12 trap machines. Let's go ahead and see what we can get put in place. Right here, we could put some crushers just to put some damage onto the heavies. Let's go ahead and set 2 of those down. So these are the compressors, rather. They hit pretty hard. Like this corner right here, we're probably going to leave empty just because a lot of things aren't going to run to this side since they're going to head this way. So we'll add 1 more right here. Go ahead and move our bike out of the way. And then right here, we're going to put down some shredders. We'll leave a gap right there at the front. Might put another crusher there. And we're going to want to center these. And then later on, we might tear these down to rearrange it a bit. Let me see. I don't know if I want to put... That shouldn't block them. They should be fine and still navigate with this one here. And we'll put it here just to be safe. Alright, so that works out pretty good. Let's see if we can't put another one of those heavies right here. And then here I'd like to put a pendulum so that when they get to this point, it'll knock them back off the corner right here. Make sure you get your ball oriented in the right direction. Anything that comes through here, that should hit them and send them flying off, hopefully. Then we can add another one here to slow them down, too. Actually, I think what we'll do, because I think we only have one trap machine, we'll go put our heavies back over on these other corners. So they should be able to pass through here just fine. And that should slow them down enough so we have time to actually go out and loot and not have to worry about them getting to us for a while. And we can actually, let's go ahead and, I'm trying to think. Let's go ahead and demo this one and we'll move it over there. I do want to upgrade these two staircases. They're still made out of wood, and then get a little blocking going on above the gate, or anything that's really, really tall. If you played the game before, you know what I'm referring to. I'm going to say that as a surprise for everybody else. So with our stairs upgraded right there, now we're going to kind of put some half walls in, hopefully. We might go full walls. Let's see what the full wall looks like first. So there's a point where they can snap here. You just got to get it just right. Okay, so we put a beam right here just so we can get the to look a little bit nicer. Now we need to try to, I want to reinforce it a little bit more just in case that one beam breaks and those decide to fall down. And obviously we have to upgrade this from wood or it's going to burn. So it just takes brick to do the beams. Okay, so we got these walls and stairs upgraded to metal now, so that should be good. We might swap those walls out later for some of these I'm about to put up right here. If I have the materials, I'm going to put them up anyways. So if we look down here at the fence icon at the bottom, you can actually build a gate if you want to build your own base out in the middle of nowhere. And you can build these protective walls. They're kind of ugly at first, but later on they look fine. Let's see, we'll start them on the front, I guess. And this way it should help us to push the zombies into the shredders. Now I'm going to probably have to go get some more stone. I don't think I have enough to finish upgrading these to metal. Alright, so we can't get one right there, but they should have to walk through it. You see how tight it is now? Let me go grab some stone and then some more iron plates and we'll be good to go on these. We're going to take these up to metal and they look really, really cool because you can see through them. I think we're going to need some more brick to get these up any farther. Okay, so that's our 4 walls are up now. Let's go ahead and see if we can upgrade these 4 shredders too, just to make sure we get the maximum out of them. Again, when you upgrade these, you have to repair them, and they're going to require cells to recharge instead of branches. We actually need to go grab the plugs. I forgot those, my bad. Okay, we're back. So when you're standing too close to them, it says overlapping with collision. I'm hoping that's not a precursor to these corridors are going to be too tight, but it shouldn't be. And it requires a motor as well, so I went ahead and made 4 of those. And this is getting us closer to where we can actually start going over power. So when you get ready for power, make note of where your switches land here. We're going to have to go over all that later and run cables to that. Now if we put the wrench away, you can see that you can press F to modify this. And this is where you're going to add your trap modifications when you start building those to get the damage up on these. And they should all be fully charged. I think now they have 200 charges, so they should last quite a while. I believe until like wave 10 these should probably be fine without getting recharged at all during the entire fight. And now there's nothing that should catch fire. Everything should be super strong. Keep us safe. We have ways to move back and forth now safely, and to keep them from being able to path anywhere close to us. And this way I'm thinking we can get 2 or 3 days of going out and just looting, farming, which means we need to get our storage room set up. But I did say we would try to get the gas mask built, because you need a gas mask in order to go into the mine safely. And that's one of the next areas that we need to go into. So in order to make the gas mask, it's located here. I don't know if we have enough research papers. I might have to go grab some, because we need to get blacksmith unlocked, which takes 100. I've got 2 on me. We have 92 here, so we're at 94. I think we can use leaves and make that, so let's take a look. Just grab 1,000 leaves. Alright, so right here on this workbench, second tab over is research data. It takes 10 leaves per data. We only need 6, so let's just make 11. And let me figure out what book we need to get this done. We're going to need, it's got a green line on it, 24 volumes of military strategy. So this is going to allow for the handmade shotgun, the throwing axe to be crafted. It's also going to allow us to reforge equipment to +6. And most importantly, to get the gas mask. Gas mask to protect against chemical gas used to survive in the chemical gas zone. So with that unlocked, you're going to need 1 aluminum ingot, 8 pieces of plastic, 10 pieces of rubber, and 4 pieces of charcoal. So to make charcoal, you need to come to this crafting bench. It's on the first tab. It's going to take a branch and 2 logs. It's going to make 4 pieces of that. And normally you can find gas masks, I just haven't seen one yet, but I also usually start farming in the high level zone before I even touch the low level zones. But from understanding that supposedly that was changed to where it's based on your level and your progress now. So we're going to craft our gas mask, so now we're good to go into these other zones. And from there, guys, I guess it's just a matter of waiting for the wave. And like I said, I want to go ahead and build this out so we can add in walls. I want to take it probably to 2 or 3 stories high, just so I can make separate rooms. Like, I like to have a kitchen just for cooking and storing food, so I can know exactly where to go. Like a study for research, obviously. And then the rest of these all go into one large room, because they'll all be required to make everything. That's why I haven't maxed all these out yet, just because I don't want to have to demo them, get some resources back, and then move them. Just like I gotta move this torch still. But I'm not gonna put the walls up here just yet, because I'm scared they'll catch fire if something gets lucky and a flame happens to bounce up here. But that's why I went ahead and moved all this stuff up to concrete. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably rearrange some of this stuff and get it laid out. I don't know if I'll do that on camera. I've already shown you everybody how to build this stuff, and it's pretty basic. So all we're going to do is take our wrench and demo it, make sure we have inventory space so we can get most of our resources back. So I need to store a lot of these car parts. But as always, guys, if you have any questions, comments, leave them below. Be sure to like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for hanging out.